The nature of this material world is that there is nothing static in this world. Everything is very dynamic, and therefore everything is changing. That means nothing in this world is in a state of stay put. The transformations are always taking place. Different transformations are taking place all the time. So now the question which comes is that when we subject the things of this world, the question which comes is that okay, what kind of transformations take place by default? When when things are subjected to the natural conditions of this world, what kind of transformations take place? Just like milk, say for example. Now we purchase milk, so we put milk. We purchase milk, put it in a vessel, and we put it on the slab in the kitchen. Uh, and we come and see after 10 hours what is going to happen. It will. Uh, no, we have not put it on the flame. It is kept. Right. If we come and see after 24 hours, what will be the case? Curd formation is there. Okay, curd formation. Yeah, it starts becoming bad, is it? So generally, when we get milk in the home, the cow milk comes or packet milk comes, then what do we do? We keep in freezer to preserve it, is it not? But as soon as milk comes before the freezer, one more step is done. What is that? Huh? You have to boil them. As soon as the milk comes, the milk needs to be boiled. Once it is boiled nicely, then you keep it in the freezer and it's preserved. And whenever we need, then we heat it and use it. Now, if milk is not put on this process of boiling and preserving, then by default there are toxic transformations which take place in the. So it starts. You will see that milk starts leaving some lumps, and then slowly it will turn brownish, blackish, and all. So it starts becoming toxic. The transformation toxic. It cannot be drunk, and slowly you will start finding many living entities also, like that appearing. So, so the milk by default, if it is kept without any processing, then by default the milk is going to undergo toxic transformation. The same is the state of our mind. If we don't do any processing to train our mind, to purify our mind, by default, the atmospheric conditions of the world are such that the mind is always going to undergo toxic transformation. We can see that very easily in IIT. Many times, when first years come from their home, first time, and then no, so then we are seeing them, and we see them after 1 year. Lot of transformation begins. What to say 1 year in 1 month only, lot of transformation. Is it not? But what kind of transformation? Toxic transformation. Is it not? People may be very polite on the first day when they are coming, huh? And they are very cultured and polite. 1 month they learn abuses, they learn speaking slangs. Huh? Some of them learn many different nasty kind of things. Is it? Some of them learn of, talking about girlfriends, they learn all those things. Or some of them learn, now they become creatives and gaming addicts and all that. Some of them learn even nasty things, many other pornography and so on. So, yes, such kind of transformation. So, toxic transformation. By default, the transformation directionality of the world is toxic. So if we need to preserve and utilize and channelize our energy of life in a positive direction, then we need a proper process. So, so our mental energy has to be processed. Mental energy has to be processed. So the processing makes something which is very raw, which is very unpalatable, into something very delicious. Is it? Like suppose afternoon you ate sabji with salad. So it was in the morning the sabji came, it was very raw. If you take raw cabbage, how does it taste? You try again. Does it have any much taste? Not much, right? And if you eat raw potato, how does it taste? Very bad. Cabbage still you can take as a salad. But potato, very bad. No? But you see, when the processing is done on it, it tastes good. Is it not? It tastes good, right? So similarly, any vegetable you see in the raw state, very difficult to digest, unpalatable. But when we do a proper systematic processing on it, it becomes so nice and delicious. Is it not? Like rice, if you process, you can make kheer out of it. Very nice. So unprocessed rice can be, and if yes, how much we get? So what is the taste? What is the enthusiasm? No enthusiasm, no experience. So in this way, we understand that there needs to be processing. The So therefore, the greatest transformation which we need to, or you can say the most powerful, in fact, transformation in our lives can be transformation of heart. So we see the time, the energy, what we have, especially in youth. In youth, there is a lot of supply of energy, like that. But as age progresses, the supply of energy and enthusiasm is less because body energy also goes down. So in youth, there's a lot of supply. So that energy is like a commodity what we have, and that needs to be processed so that we can preserve it and channelize it for something meaningful and useful. But if we don't do anything on it, it is going to undergo very toxic transformations. All vices and anarthas increase. Life starts becoming very, very degraded. And that's by default the code of this. Therefore, we see in the society many times people they start their career, they're talking about very good notes, they talk about anti-corruption, no corruption, this, that. 10, 15 years down the line, they are find out to be the most corrupt themselves. Why? Toxic transformation. So just like to preserve the milk has to be processed. Similarly, we have to process our heart. And the association of devotees is a perfect kitchen where we can process our heart. We need a kitchen to process it. So if we want to make milk into something nice, many nice things, hundreds of nice things can be made from milk. So many sweets can be made, kheer can be made, rabdi can be made. You tasted rabdi? Tastes good. So milk to rabdi. So now, how does this transition or transformation take place from milk to rabdi? Rabdi very palatable, no? Very tasty. So one spoon we take, it is exciting. So, and how does it become rabdi? So how to make the milk of our hearts into rabdi? That is the point. And for that, we need the kitchen of the association. So in that context, we see this Vaishnav training workshop is like a big kitchen. Like now in the Vaishnav training workshop, we have 220 devotees. And when you go for Utkarsha, the phase one Utkarsha will be having 450, first year devotees and 300, 400, seniors. Nice, no? 700, 800 devotees. What a pop. That's our camp devotees. In Mayapur in general, there are 5,000 families who are staying. And 5,500 brahmacharis. So, 6, 7, 5,000 families means 10 to 11,000 devotees are staying there. The community is that big. Amazing, no? So Mayapur Mangalarti will find 2, 3,000, 4,000 devotees every day. Now, what it means to, in our voice maximum we have seen 30, 40 devotees, Mangalarti, like that. Just imagine. So that's my approach. So it's like a big kitchen, huge vessel, huge. Hare Krishna. So therefore, the point is that so to make milk into rabdi, the first step is what? You have to boil the milk. So the devotee association, the Vaishnava Sangha provides us a kitchen. And in this kitchen, what we are supposed to do is boil the milk. Boil the milk. So to boil the milk, so VTW is like the kitchen. The voice Seva Kunj like the kitchen. So the milk has to be put on flame, and the flame has to be intense. Now the Shastras say that this association is like flame. When we are associating with non-devotees, the flame is cold. So fire not there. Why? Because non-devotees don't have that spiritual fervor. But when you associate with devotees, the flame is intense. It's high on flame. The boiling can start. So we need a high on flame so that the boiling can start. That is what the association of devotees provides. The Lord Krishna explains in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. We understand Lord Krishna is revealing his heart. Lord Krishna is telling that when I become very pleased with the devotee, most pleased, very pleased with the devotee, at that time I give him the association of my devotees. Lord Krishna sharing his heart, pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. The Lord says, I become so pleased with any living entity. Then I give him the association of my devotees. So in fact, uh, Radhanath Maharaj explains that the greatest benediction which we can achieve in our life, greatest benediction which we can ever achieve in our life is that we are put in such a situation that we are surrounded by devotees. I said the acme or the summit of that benediction is that there are so many devotees around us that even if we try to and want to, we are not able to escape. As like the topmost benediction is devotees everywhere. Like this is the greatest, that is the greatest benediction. So had this, Radha Maharaj actually conducts annual yatra, the Kartik yatra. So maybe when you come to, I believe 40th, then you can join. So you can also join. It is, yeah, it happens in October and November, like that. So, so now around 10,000 devotees there. So that time, 2008, 2010, it was 5,000 devotees. Now 10,000 devotees join. It's amazing. 10,000 devotees attending Mangalarti. Just imagine the experience. Imagine the ecstasy. 10,000 devotees taking prasad. Imagine the ecstasy. And amazing. 10,000 devotees chanting Hare Krishna. What an ecstasy. So Maharaj said that this is the greatest benefit. There are so many devotees wherever we go, there are devotees. And that is very fortunate that we cannot avoid. So this intense devotee sangha is what is the flame which can boil. So in boiling, what happens is that you see when boiling takes place, then all which are impurities they are thrown out, and the essence is condensed. The essence is condensed, and the impurities are not removed. They get the water part of the milk start getting evaporated, and the essence part of the milk start getting condensed. And you will see in start boiling, if there are impurities, they come up on the surface. There is foam, and they come up on the surface. So if you want to get skim it off, like that. And all the water the milkman has put, all that will get evaporated. But the milk part will get condensed. And that condensed is the rabdi. So Krishna Prem is that condensed, rabdi. It's very tasty, very ecstatic, very, very ecstatic. But we need to put our heart, ourselves on the flame of the association of you. So this association of devotee uh, not only purifies us, but shapes us, rather makes us fit to be offered to Krishna. Because it becomes even more tasty. Our heart gets purified, it becomes very, very tasty. Like just like you want to offer a potato to the Lord, you just cannot take a potato, and just say, okay, Lord, just take it. So you have to peel it off, So it's dirty, you have to wash it, peel it off, and cut it into pieces, and boil it. Then it becomes beautiful. Similarly, actually, uh, or just like you make a mango shake, the peel part of the mango not very palatable, is it? Not very palatable. The pulp is very good. The seed is again not very palatable. You have to take out the pulp and cut the pulp. You can put it in the mixie. You can put some milk and sugar in it. Then becomes a mango shake. And you can put ice in it and you can relish. Is it? It's very relishable. You offer it to the Lord and take it. Mango shake. Like. So similarly, uh, ego is very troublesome, but ego shake will be very palatable. So the false ego also be peeled up, cut into pieces, and boiled after to and because an ego shake it becomes very delicious. So that's a bhakti progresses with humility, not false ego, like that. So this is the first, and therefore, uh, so I was making the point that BTW is like the big kitchen, and the devotee association like that flame. And now we are put on that one. Now that we are in a big vessel. Like you've seen, our vessels are big, big vessels where we can cook 500 devotee sabji also. We can cook, like that. And the stirring rod you've seen this high, from the ground, right? It's 3 feet high, It's a nice solid one, Again, you're stirring, you'll feel like you're doing something, Very nice. So, so the flame is on. We put in the vessel. All we have to do is not spill out. We can also get condensed. We can also get condensed, and the milk of our heart can also turn into ecstatic, delicious remedy. Only thing we should not spill out. That's uh, that's the first thing. Therefore, in spiritual life, the best formula is to work out or engineer our life in such a way that whatever we do it around the service and association of yours. Therefore, we create a study room facility also. So, okay, if we have to study, better to study in the association of devotees. Because then, although we are studying, we will remember that our motivation to study is not lust, greed, and all that. Our motivation to study is to set a good example to the to offer it to Krishna. The motivation is pure. So we are reminded of the pure motivation. Otherwise, many times lust, greed, envy, and all that takes over. Like that. And secondly, we get a good focus on. And thirdly, it's so beautiful. It's so relishable. Even a study room, anywhere we see pictures of Krishna. And so consciousness is very nice. Consciousness is very ecstatic. So in this way, we engineer our lives that whatever duties and activity we are uh, whatever duties and activities we perform, we do it. We arrange our lives so that it revolves around the association of devotees. If devotee association is there, then Krishna is very near. Then Krishna is very, very near. Uh, so this is something. And this is the great benediction. Then we can offer and connect everything to Krishna. No? So many times on our own it becomes very difficult. But if we always ensure devotee association, then everything is very nicely connected to Krishna and it will be offered. It won't remain simple. It will become personal. That is the beauty of it. So now the milk is in the vessel, the big vessel with Idulu, and there is a lot of station with nice flame. And we should not just spill, we just be there inside, then the condensation. Impurities will get evaporated and the essence will be condensed. And now the next point is when the milk is on the flame, we have to stir the milk. To stir the milk. So we have to stir the milk. And then things get nicely. Otherwise, it will burn off. Stirring is important. Is it? Stirring is important. Therefore, now this stirring, so the rate of stirring also depends on like if the high flame, when we stir stirring very slowly, it will still burn enough from the bottom. To stir it adequately, nicely. Uh, so that stirring is equivalent to or that stirring or that stirring rod. And if you want to stir, like, can you use a teaspoon to stir, a big patila, milk in a big patila? Very difficult. A teaspoon cannot burn. You have to get a big rod so that you can stir nicely. So this is equivalent to our practice of sadhana. So many times our practice of sadhana has to be, it's a big vessel. You have to stir the milk, deep within the heart. You have to have a big rod. So that is equivalent to that, okay, step by step, we have to increase our, uh, uh, we have to increase uh, the quantity of our sadhana. More the sadhana, the bigger the stirring rod. The bigger stirring rod. So teaspoon is like one round check. So, it is good enough to give us a sample experience, but to create a transformation which will remain lifelong, then increase number of rounds are very nice. So it is very nice. All of you are increasing rounds, chanting more rounds. So like that, increase our rounds, our rod is bigger. We can stir very nicely. And stir very nicely. So this is the point. Similarly, it also means our morning program. So slowly we should try that we come more and more early in the morning program. And the key to wake up early is sleep early. Is it not? If you sleep early, naturally you will wake up early. Right? So then the next point is that even if you have a big rod, you have to stir deeper. Stir deeper. No? So if you simply stir on the surface, the milk will burn from the. No? So you have to how deep? Till the bottommost point of the vessel. You have to stir till that, to touching that bottommost point, and the milk does not get stuck up on the lower surface and get burnt. So this deeper stirring is equivalent to what? That there are going to be different life situations which will come in our different situations will come in our life. Superficially, if we see the situation, we'll be bound to react in ways which may not be very devotional. But any situation which comes before we react to it, we should see it from a spiritual light. That means seeing deeper. That means seeing deeper. So that is what is called as, that is what is called as stirring deeper. So we see when we are staying, now what is shallow and what is deep. Now when we are staying in the association of devotees, if we are simply obsessed and concerned about, okay, my needs, hey, I need full plate prasad on time, I need a very, a peaceful space, where is my space to study, nobody should make noise, not a pin should fall, no, exam chokes up, like that. It's my time to study now, it's my time to sleep now. No one should make noise, no doors here, there, no light here, there. So we are only focused and obsessed on our needs. That's like stirring life as in superficial. Huh? But when in the association of devotees, we little bit come out of our own needs, the box of our own needs, start seeing the needs of other devotees. Uh, okay, let me try to behave in such a way that I can make other devotees a bit more comfortable. At least let me not be a nuisance to them. Huh? Let me be sensitive enough not to trouble them. So when we come out, so that is like stirring deep. Then we have that consciousness, then we can see every situation as an opportunity to serve. As an opportunity to serve. See, someday we come back from the SCW class, and we see that okay, it was a little late, in all devotees left, and you were caught up in the finishing a program or some bug or like that. By the time you come, you see that okay, Prasad finished. Now, how do we react? Decides or not determines what is our conscience. If one starts crying, hey, what is this? Nonsense, there's such a heat time coming. Now it's not so hot because it's raining. It's only this time very. Uh, so that okay, no Prasad, like that. What is this? I came for VDW. They should have kept a plate for me. And do they not know? I had not come and all that. And which fellow ate my plate and my quota? And then they're looking at all the devotees like that. This is a superficial consciousness. The problem of superficial consciousness is we will be miserable. That's a problem with superficial. Therefore, materialistic people, everybody is miserable. Why? Because everybody's consciousness is only self-centered and very superficial and shallow. The problem with shallow consciousness is we will be miserable. But a spiritual consciousness can be okay. We are saying prasad is finished. One can feel happy. Oh, wonderful. All devotees have released the prasad. So it got finished. Maybe it was tasty, so devotees released. I think the devotees enjoyed. So very nice. We can be happy. But what about the hunger which we are having? So no problem. No, we are having the hunger, and we can go and cook. You know, like that. Now both learning cooking, right? So that's why we teach cooking to all our devotees. So in case you fall short of prasad, then don't mind. Rather than crying and having a negative attitude, go and cook in 30 minutes. And who knows, after you cook and you sit down for prasad, and you can cook for 3, 4 more in case somebody is left out. And you may be honoring prasad, and some two more devotees come. And then they're looking for prasad, they find prasad is there and they're eating. Would that not be a very wonderful satisfaction? And okay, the my need I converted into an opportunity to serve us. The prasad got finished. Now, suppose nobody is there to serve, one thing you can cry is there nobody here to serve all the dead stones? Who is there? That is one thing you can think of. Other thing is, there's nobody to serve. Wonderful, it's an opportunity for me to serve. Come, Prabhu, I'll serve all. So there's a deeper consciousness. And you see a situation as an opportunity uh, to please Krishna. So this is the opportunity to sacrifice, the opportunity to please Krishna, the opportunity. So this is called a stirring deep. That before we react, we try to see the situation in a deeper perspective. Sometimes, when there is a situation, there are some superficial inconvenience. Let's say, for example, you come for prasad, you may have to stand in a 3, 4, 5 minute line. Or sometimes you come for prasad very hungry, but the cooking is not happening. And you have to wait half an hour. Now, one thing is one can cry, waiting. So there are some inconveniences. Little. The other thing we can see is, oh, so little bit inconveniences. But if we see deeper, then we'll be ecstatic. Like suppose the cooking has not happened half an hour, and say, oh, I can finish my round. Is it not? Oh, I got time to sit in front of Lord Jagannath and chant. Wonderful, no? Lord Jagannath deities are there. Wonderful, no? That way. So in this way, when we are shallow in our consciousness, then we will be miserable. And when we go deeper, then every situation can put us into ecstasy. And we'll be ecstatic. And the net output will be very auspicious for everyone. So this is Krishna consciousness. Now, Krishna consciousness is not just about boxing with situation, but Krishna consciousness is about elevating our consciousness to such a level that it is unaffected by situations. So the flow of situations may not change because sometimes some situations, no, some material world, some situation positive, mostly negative. That ratio will not change because we are still in material, even after we become devotee. But consciousness can be elevated to such a level that now it is no longer affected. Like suppose if we are doing survey, no, if we are doing time pass on the banks of an ocean, the ocean waves will come and hit us. If we go into the ocean and no, the ocean waves will not take us up, take us down, throw us here, there. But suppose we take a helicopter and go up, the ocean waves may still be there, but it won't touch us because we are up and we can enjoy it. Is it not? But if you are on the surface, then the waves will beat us very badly. Is it not? So therefore, consciousness has to be science fiction and will not be hit. So this is called a stirring deep. Stirring adequately, another point in that is adequate at an adequate rate, which should be stirring. What is that rate and adequate study? Stirring. Another aspect in that is regulation. In bhakti, see, bhakti is all about regulation. You know, now if somebody says, okay, in one day I can just chant 100 rounds, is it recommended? We don't recommend that. We follow Prabhupada's recommendation. Prabhupada said 16 hours, good enough. 2 hours, done. So, other time we should focus on Sarah and our studies, our career. That will save us because that gives us an opportunity to demonstrate an example to people, to preach to people, get connected to people. Is it not like that? So bhakti is all about regulation that we do as it is prescribed. Lord Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita what is bhakti? Yuktahara viharasya, yukta cheshtasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. Lord Krishna is telling that bhakti yoga is all about, or yoga in general is all about what? Yukta ahar, eat but regulate. Vihar, recreation, regulate. Not night out for video game. Recreation, regulate. Dream, regulated. Sleep, regulated. Everything regulated. When we do that, the Lord is saying, Yogo Bhavati Dukkha. One will never feel misery. So, bhakti is about regulation. And to help us to practice that, we have given all of you sadhana cards. So, this sadhana card is such a beautiful thing. And it is the practice of filling these sadhana cards will help us reinstate in regulation. Sadhana card is 3 dimensions, body, soul, and studies. Is it not? Body, soul, studies. Study and cleanliness. So body, soul, study, and cleanliness. So body, soul, study. These are the various dimensions of our life. And if we do not focus on each of these dimensions, it is unbalanced. Like say, for example, growth looks very good if it is uniform. If it is unbalanced, it is not growth, it is anomaly. Like suppose the child is there, the child is this big, the child becomes this. And we say, oh, wonderful, the child has grown. So this big, it has become this big. This big is 1 month, not this big. This big means year, 1 year, 1.5 years child. Is it not? Right? So, but you see, all parts of the body have grown proportionate. So suppose it's a child, only his head is growing. Other part does not grow. How does it look? It looks very ghastly, no? My God, ye kya hai? Body this small, head is this big. Is it? Suppose in the face, only the nose is growing. The face is very small, the nose is like this, extending up till sort of. How does it look? It's very bad, very shabby. So in spiritual life also growth has to be unique. So if somebody says that no, okay, I have come to bhakti, I will only chant. and I will not study. That is non-uniform growth. So it will look very shabby. That means what? It won't be very nice. And person will not be able to sustain it. Somebody says, no, 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 I am focused on study. Better I'll not chant for next 3 years. You know? That is also skewed up growth. Huh? That is also very shabby. Balancing it. So we are enthusiastic for sadhana. We are enthusiastic for seva. We are enthusiastic for study. That's called as holistic all around sincerity. You know? Holistic all around sincerity. So this sadhana card is so beautiful that if we just fill it, it will ensure that we are regulated. You will see for every vital aspects or needs of our life, there are markings. Huh? So we can measure it quantitatively. Anything we measure starts improving and growing. Is it? Anything we measure. And that's why for JEE, what people do, they do mock tests. So suppose in the mock test you have got all India rank one, then one understands, preparation is going on a good note. Try to just maintain the momentum, everything good. But suppose one is doing a mock test, he gets rank 10 lakh. I don't know the 10 lakh people apply, but okay, so that means what? A lot of need to improve instead. One is nowhere. Is it? So when we measure, immediately we realize where we are, and we can make a plan to improve like that. So measurement is the and the sadhana card ensures this. And therefore, the sadhana is such a thing. We should fill throughout our life. It's so amazing. I love filling sadhana card. It is so nice because just by filling, it will give us the inspiration to become regular. And just by that, bhakti gets a very nice holistic. So sadhana card is about sleeping early, waking up early, whether you're attending study slots or not. So in general, in the evening and weekdays, we would not like to keep classes. We may have book reading for half an hour, but we'll have a study slot, 2 hours, and we should study all of us. Uh, so that we are getting trained for the semester time also. Semester time also, we can follow the same model. Morning for Krishna, daytime for college, evening we come back and do studies. A little bit spiritual touch, and then we sleep early. So we don't prepare for the end sem one week, 2 days, 3 days before the end sem. We will prepare from the first day only. That is in a regulated. And the final point is about the cleanliness. Like in a kitchen, in a cooking, we have to clean the vessels. If it is very clean, everything will be hygienic, and we feel everything will feel very attractive. So proper would say cleanliness is godliness. So therefore, uh, uh, you want to so the understanding of a devotee is what that the place where we are living, this is the palace of God, and we are living as assistants of God. So the big man is there, his assistants also live in the same building, and the building belongs to Lord. So our building belongs to Lord Jagannath. It's a temple of Lord Jagannath, it's a palace of Lord Jagannath. Therefore, we should keep it very nice and tidy. We'll keep it very nice and tidy. So in general, what we would like to do is yeah, so I had a talk with Shadbul Gorapu. So he said we can combine things. And he said then he will conduct a meeting with all three of you. So you can convey to other devotees also. Just coordinate with him tomorrow day after, have a meeting, and then we'll go to the you can take any words. Hare Krishna. So in general, what we would like to do is that in the morning we keep 10-15 minutes for cleaning. So especially the places where we are cleaning, so we'll allot all of you one small place if you like. Then you can be responsible to keep that place clean. So like we have 3 rooms downstairs for first year, and then say so in the morning 15 minutes we can take and ensure the cleaning. So 6:15 to 6:30 for the VD2. And semester time also we take out 10 minutes. Generally, what we do is, I think we do cleaning from 5 to 6. 6 o'clock we have class in general. 6:40 we have Mangalarti, 40 minutes short class. So 5:50 to 6:10 we have cleaning start. So you have a small area we can quickly clear it up. Then we all take responsibility little. Whole thing integrates and the whole voice becomes very nice, becomes fun, like that. So it affects because dirt is in the mode of ignorance. Many times the people in the hostel they just throw things here and there, they keep things very shabby and all. Like you saw our Prasadam hall downstairs yesterday, how it was very shabby, So today I requested Ayush to mercifully did it. And then how it was looking today after cleaning, it was very good. So any clean thing is in the mode of goodness. Dirt is in the mode of ignorance. So we keep things dirty, then that will, install ignorance in us. If we keep things very clean, inherently to that proportion, our heart also gets clean because it brings us in mode of goodness. So, so that's one thing which we would also like to do. Therefore, this is a great opportunity for all of us, especially when there is so much association available. And if we remain focused, we can make tremendous advancement. Tremendous. Because there is a big flame. Like if you see that in home that stoves are there, right? We also have that, in which we make chapati. The small burner. And then you have seen our main burner. So it's 20 times more intense than the small burner. So main burner cooking can happen in half an hour. The same thing you put it on the small burner, it will take 6 hours. So when there is association intensity, then we can make tremendous advances. You know? There's a big flame, it does like a big flame. And we should take very nice benefit of that. So should take a very nice benefit. So if we take very nice benefit, then what happens that the good habits which we practice here will remain for a lifelong. It's like we have installed those habits for a life. And psychologically, also psychologists have proved 30 days you practice something very intensely, it becomes a habit for a life. So, and that's what we are here for. This month, beginning with a video do, and soon we are 3 days we are going to Mayapur and we'll end with Rath Yatra. Ecstatic, super ecstatic, like that. So, so we should take it as we should take it as a festival, as a season. Sometimes there are seasons of something. Just like suppose if there is World Cup 2020 World Cup, or suppose the World Cup is about to be there. So that's like a season. So the World Cup season is there, say for example, then everybody is talking about World Cup, World Cup, World Cup, World Cup. How is India? How is Pakistan? All those talks are going on. So all the advertisements, all the channels, TV, radio, social media, everybody is talking about, what does the poll say, who is in form, who is out of form, prediction, this, that, everybody is, voting, talking, discussing, and so on, so forth, and all that. And I've seen when there are these World Cup matches are there, many times people are not interested in working also, just interested in watching. And uh, and uh, and suppose the World Cup has come to semi-final, final, then sometimes people even give a holiday for school, holiday for company. It's India Pakistan finals, no work, Anyways, if they don't give holiday, nobody will come. Like that. And sometimes in the locality, people are making big screen, and they are watching. Okay, India Pakistan is happening, semi-finals, World Cup, who will be the winner, this, that. So it's a season. Now, if the World Cup is happening in a country where the time zone is different, no problem. Suppose they say, okay, the cup starts at 1 o'clock in the night, people will be awake. Huh? Yeah? If they say World Cup starts 4 o'clock in the morning, no problem. Anytime, right? So that's called as a season where people don't worry about anything else. That is the main focus. Like similarly, this 1 month should be a season for Krishna consciousness. That we are walking, talking, sleeping, eating Krishna consciousness is the season. Uh, people start selling, all these World Cup T-shirts also, India team, this team, that team, like that. So we also have our dress code, we also have our tattoos, we also have our mantra, like that. So the season, then that spirit will take. Then these practices will be very powerfully started, and when the semester begins, we'll be able to very powerfully balance a very intense spiritual fervor along with an intense focus studies, career. So that's a little bit about the orientation about freedom and sadhana. So my request is all of you can start filling the sadhana card for from today, and every week we will see the marks and we'll make a list and let us see who gets the highest marks. No? And the passing marks are 80%. So no better than higher than IIT is MIT. So MIT standards have to be more higher. Passing grade is more higher. Higher than MIT is almighty. So therefore the passing marks are the highest. So 80% is passing. Like that. And we will see who scores the best, and highest scorers will be sufficiently rewarded. So reward means more mercy. Like that. So in this way we start telling in sadhana, and let's practice this regulation, the spirit of that season of Krishna. I think so. Tomorrow onwards, then we'll start your study class. Yes, question. How do we take the advantage of this? How do we So how do we take the advantage of association? Uh, we take the advantage of association by offering. See, association ensures that flow in a certain directionality. And if we offer, or if we choose, if we don't offer very strong resistance, will be flown by that directionality. So when we are in the association, the most important thing is let's not offer resistance. If we simply don't offer resistance and flow by the wave and the season, will be taken a very long distance. Like in a flight, no, we sit and we don't offer resistance. No? Like somebody starts, offering resistance. Hey, what is this? I won't sit. I will go here. I'll go there. No, I'm feeling like, peeping out. I want some air. This that. Somebody starts fussing around like that, then it will be very difficult. But you peacefully sit in 16 hours, you can reach from here to United States, like that. So the same way, keep chanting 16 rounds. This life we can reach back to God. So the so it's just we go along the flow, like that. That means so association gives a lot of inspiration, and immediately we take it up, start applying in our life, and it works out most effective. If you delay, postpone, lazy, or some lazy thoughts, some crazy thoughts, if we allow and give space for them, then it offers resistance, impedance. Then things take a little longer time. But if we don't offer any resistance, just accept and just apply and implement, and then see the magic of Krishna. It's such a fantastic man. Krishna consciousness is fantastic. Okay, so all of you take prasad and then you can take quick rest. Yeah. So I would request don't exceed beyond sleep by 10 o'clock, and then you can catch up tomorrow. Something remains around, so you can catch up tomorrow. Don't exceed 10 o'clock at any cost. And we thank Devaranjan for joining. Devaranjan would be have been here, but his foot he has got some hurt, so he'll be coming day after tomorrow. So Devaranjan, thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna.